Where you at, Berto?
Andrew Tate destroys his reputation after humiliating loss. Damn, I honestly can't believe Andrew Tate lost the way he did. Genuinely, I can't believe it. But let's get right into the video and see what's going on. Maybe it looks like he's starting to crash out and get a little bit delusional. I don't know, man. Say what you want about Andrew Tate. I just heard that he was a kickboxing champion at some point. Now he is getting older, but I don't know. I just feel like you're a kickboxing champion and you get in the ring and then just kind of get mauled by this reality TV star, essentially. What happened, bro?
I said to Tristan, the universe probably owes me this win. You know, I've been through so much. God and the universe probably owe me this win. I'm going to train my ass off, but after all I've been through, they'll give it to me. Big bag of beatings with my name on it. Maybe my job on this planet is just to take a fucking beating over and over again and just pay for everyone else and give everybody else what they want. And maybe I'm just here to fucking suffer and get my ass kicked.
Damn, Top G, what happened, bro? You're not talking like Top G, man. This sounds like some hoe ass shit you saying, big dog.
And I'm going to do it all so I can give everyone else a fantastic life and give everyone else mindset advice. Nobody gives me mindset advice. Nobody helps me. Nobody helps me with my mindset and saves me when I'm depressed.
You sounding complainy-wainy, my boy. You know, I'll say this though, and I've said this before many a times. I'm not saying I love Andrew Tate or I don't give a about Andrew Tate, but I feel like he said a lot of things that are very inspirational in the past. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person where like I might not necessarily like you or agree with you on everything, but I could also respect when I hear something that I agree with. You know what I'm saying? I might not like you as a person. I might not agree with everything you say, but just because you said something wrong on this topic doesn't mean that what you said on that topic is incorrect. So that's kind of how I view Andrew Tate. I feel like he's said a lot of, controversial things, a lot of things that might have hurt some people's feelings, but me personally, that's not really my place to I ain't got nothing to do with me. But if I hear some shit that resonates with me and motivates me to be better and do better, I take that. And I do that with everyone in life. You know what I'm saying? If I hear something that makes sense, then it makes sense. If I hear something that's bullshit, then it's bullshit, regardless of who's saying it, And right now, it sounds like Andrew Tate is kind of complaining like a little girl, making excuses and shit. But let's continue to listen to what's going on.
No, maybe I'm just here to take a beating like a piñata and give candy to everybody else. Maybe that's what God's plan was for me.
All right, so Andrew Tate has been going through it recently after losing a boxing match last week, which was supposed to be a big comeback moment for him, because he was a world championship kickboxer when he was younger, and he's always posting videos of himself boxing, and obviously being a fighter is a big part of his persona. So competing in this influencer boxing league was a way for him to prove himself.
I just don't know why he even took this fight. Like, I get it. Maybe he just was so sure that he was gonna win, but it just hurt his aura so much.
And to try to get back in the spotlight because, he's fallen off quite a bit over the past few years. So this match was a big opportunity for him, and he needed to win this, and he was supposed to win pretty easily because of his experience, and the guy he fought is a reality TV star that barely knows how to fight. So going into this, the odds for Tate to win, according to Polymarket, were close to 90%. Then after the first round or two, the odds plummeted, and he ended up losing by decision, and everyone was really underwhelmed by his performance and how bad the fight was.
It did look bad. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, again, I feel like I'm copping please because he is old. Andrew Tate is a 40-year-old man, and I think this guy's still in his mid-20s. So yeah, but when I tell you, like, bro, I'm no professional boxer. I'm just a guy that has taken a decent amount of boxing classes and trains on his free time. It looked bad. The form, it just looked bad. It looked like a sloppy street fight.
Because Tate was supposed to show people what a real fighter looks like and prove he's not just an influencer. But most fight commentators were just like, what the hell was that? And Ariel Helwani said it might be the biggest fraud check of all time.
Is it fair to say that the greatest fraud check of all time happened on Saturday when Andrew Tate lost to Chase Damore? He should have never taken this fight. If there was any sort of doubt about him winning, he should have never taken this fight. And now he's going online and he's doing the babyface thing of like, and I'd rather try and fail. No, that's not who you are. Your persona has nothing to do with failure. Your persona is about winning. Your persona is about achieving wealth and success. Your persona is not about trying and, hey, if you don't succeed, You gave it the old college try. That is the antithesis of everything that you have spewed. Miss me with the like, I'm proud of myself for trying. And I went in there against the champion who's really good. No, you didn't. You went in there and you looked awful and you failed.
As far as his skill and ability, it underdelivered.
Did Tate look bad?
Yeah, he looked bad.
He looked really bad.
He didn't look good. There's no way to say he looked good. He looked gassed after 3 rounds.
Very low level. I've seen a lot of Misfits fights. I've seen a lot of influencer boxing matches. They were all better than this. Aura plummet. I think he never should have done this. In hindsight, he never should have done this. This was supposed to be his big re-entry into the world. But this was like a big humiliation for him. Because Chase is awful and he still lost.
Yeah. So this performance was terrible for Tate's image, because like Ariel was saying, his whole persona is being a cocky, alpha male, tough guy who's the best at everything, who really knows how to fight. Like he was a championship kickboxer. You always hear about that. And he's trained his whole life. He claims he almost fought Alex Pereira at one point, and he could have been in the UFC if he had trained for it. So he's hyped himself up like crazy. And also over the summer, he claimed to have fought 60 guys in a row. But then last week during his fight, he was completely gassed by the 3rd round. I mean, he was just trying to survive.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy. And this guy, all people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family? Yo, me and Dior were just talking about how fighting is probably one of the worst things you want to get caught on the internet doing, bro. Hold on, let me see this nigga answer real quick, bro. Because, oh my God. Like, I just don't think I could handle seeing an image of me just floating around on the internet like this. This looks so bad. This nigga's not gonna fucking answer. Bitch ass nigga. Whatever. Bitch ass nigga. He not answering. But, yeah, bro, like me and Dior were literally talking about how, like, I don't know, like call me pussy, call me whatever. I train in boxing for fun. Oh, here he is right here. Yo. What? I'm recording right now, but remember when we were talking about if it's worse to get exposed as like playing basketball or for fighting?
Yeah.
Bro, I could not be on the internet like this.
But you gotta put a screen frame of a nigga's nuts in your mouth too, though. You gotta put both those side by side. I
feel like this is worse, bro.
Imagine you like this, and a nigga sit right here, cock on your face. Nah, those are two similar screenshots, brother.
Oh my God. All right. y'all let me know, chat.
Yeah,
like,
let me know in the comments, man.
Because I was like, is it worse to get knocked out or be like this in a boxing match or get dunked on, nuts in your face? or what else we said? Or get crossed over.
Cross on the ground, cross, and he hit the shot afterward. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Y'all let us know what's worse, man.
All right, boy.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't know. I feel like this is worse because at least with like basketball, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
5 at that point, which obviously was not his goal in that fight at all. People thought this was going to be a layup, an easy W for him. Then he'd go on to call out Jake Paul or KSI or somebody. So now he has to rethink.
Look at Tristan's face. Tristan's like, bro, you fucked up. You fucked us.
His whole boxing career after one comeback fight. I mean, this was a total disaster for him. And now it seems like the cope is starting to set in. Like right after his loss, he was pretty humble about it. But then a few days after, he did a live stream that turned into a giant cope session, and this just made things so much worse. Because now he's trying to think of any excuse he can, while also saying he isn't making excuses. I mean, he talks about how he would have won if he didn't get tired, and he's like, I don't know why I got tired. Maybe I'm too old, maybe he's leaning on me too much. But of course, he won't admit maybe he should have done more cardio training. Instead he acts like he did everything he possibly could leading up to this fight, and the reason he lost was just out of his control.
He deserves the credit. He earned it. And I'm not going to take that away from him with excuses, talking about rematches, making up bullshit about how he grabbed me or some crap. He won, and he deserves it. And I pay my debts. I've not yet had time to process why he beat me. I got tired after the second round, and I don't know why. The first and second round, he couldn't touch me.
Is that true? Did any of y'all watch the fight? Is what he's saying is true? Did Andrew look good in the first and second round? Because from everything I've seen, it all looked terrible.
If I didn't get tired, I would have won. I'm a better boxer. But I did get tired. Maybe it's ring rust. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe he's too heavy and he kept leaning on me. What? I don't know why. But he beat me. And let me make something else very clear to you. I have complete respect for Chase D'Amour.
And of course now also he's acting like, well, at least I tried. That's what's most important. It's so funny. This loss just destroyed his whole persona. Tate from a few years ago would be mocking this kind of participation trophy mentality. I mean, this is supposed to be the top G, the number one alpha male everybody looks up to, who just wins at everything. Like he once tweeted, what do you call someone who loses? A loser. But now it's like everyone loses and I deserve credit for at least trying.
Napoleon is in the history books. He lost battles. Muhammad Ali lost. Tyson lost.
Yeah. It's like everything you're saying is true. The best of the best have lost. But when you get on the high horse and say things like what you just said, what do you call a loser? A loser. I don't want to hear that from you. Just stand on that. Just be like, yeah, I lost. I'm a fucking loser, and go sit down. Because that's what you said. That's what you said. You're the top G. You made that rule. So stand on it.
Champions sometimes lose. Sometimes the stars just don't align and you just lose. And
I mean, again, this is true. This is true. What he's saying is factual. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know how many L's I've taken in this life, before I've gotten to where I've gotten, man? Man, boy, I don't never want to go back to that shit. I done took so many goddamn L's, so it's like, yeah, what he's saying is true, bro. But again, when you take this cocky stance and you've been standing on this high horse a certain way, it's like, bro, nobody's trying to hear that from you. You make it sound like you bitching and complaining.
You have to know that, and you accept that when you agree to take the risk in the first place.
Yeah.
And that is the barrier that prevents most people from getting anywhere. The what if I lose? What if you lose? I just lost in front of the world. Got paid $20 million dollars. I'm fine. I just lost. What happened?
And of course, he has to mention how much money he made to be like, you guys really think I care I lost? I mean, I just made a bag from this. So now apparently winning and his legacy isn't that important to him. And he also used to be all about self-accountability. Like if you're not successful, if you're a broke loser, if you lose at something, you're just not trying hard enough. But now that he lost It's like, well, the universe wanted this. It wasn't under my control. He literally acts like the universe just wanted the other guy to win because he wouldn't be able to handle a loss as well as Tate. So instead of taking accountability for not being prepared or training hard enough, it's like, I'm old and there's nothing I could have done. It was all up to the universe.
Why did I get tired? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is that I was not supposed to win. Why was I not supposed to win? Maybe
yeah, bro, you're coping
the
right
win
now,
means
bro.
more to Chase than it would have mean to me. Maybe Chase couldn't handle.
Come on, Andrew, bro. You're coping right now. Hell nah, bro. This nigga is coping. This is copiism.
The loss. Maybe God decided, you know what, Chase has been through enough with mocking and things on the internet. Chase.
No, God does, like, I don't think that's how that works, bro. I feel like God gives us all equal footing. Well, let me not say that. I don't think he gives us all equal footing, but I think God puts all the tools in front of all of us to make the right and the wrong decisions, to do what we want. He gives us the free will to do what we want. I genuinely don't think God puts his hand down and just makes things happen. I think he creates the opportunity for anything to happen. And it's up to us to take advantage of those opportunities or not. So you lost. You lost. Now, that can be a fraction of a lot of things. Cardio, you didn't train hard enough. Maybe you did train hard enough, but he just hit you in the temple one time and it dazed you just enough, because that's how fighting is. Yo, hear me out. I'm not saying that I could beat fucking Mike Tyson in a fight, prime Mike Tyson in a fight. I am not saying that. There is a 99.99999999999% chance that nigga is knocking my stupid ass out. But the beauty in boxing and in fighting just in general, the right punch at the right time, at the right place, it don't matter who's standing in front of you. If you hit that motherfucker hard enough, the right way, in their temple, and their like, you can drop. Because that's just how fighting is. That's the nature of fighting. So it's so unpredictable. And that's why it's such a dangerous sport, because it really can be just like that. Just because one slight little mess up, and anybody that really is into fighting and has gotten in that ring or just appreciates the art of boxing and fights in general knows that. Yes, the odds can be significantly in the other person's favor, but it only just takes one misstep. You're literally at war. Just put it like that. It's like chess. You could have everything going for you, but you just slip up one thing. You didn't see one thing coming, and boom, you take that L. So it could have been a number of anything, but point is, it wasn't fucking universe. God didn't make a decision and say, "Oh, this win's not gonna mean as much for you, so we're gonna," no, that's not how it works. That's not how that works, bro. And you're coping. You know that.
Chase doesn't need the loss right now. Andrew can handle the loss better. Maybe God decided. Maybe if I won, we would have went out and celebrated that night, and Tristan would have smoked a bunch of cigars, and maybe he would have died 1 minute earlier.
What? All right, bro.
Maybe I get an extra minute with my brother because I lost. And if that's the case, then I'm glad I lost. You have to have faith in a higher power. There's a lesson in all of this. If God decides that for some reason he's going to instantly gas me when I was in perfect physical condition so that I lose, then I have to accept God's decision.
Damn,
and I'll take the
Andrew, I can't believe you going out like this, bro.
punches in the face like a man. And I'm not going to bitch. I'm not going to complain.
You're doing that.
I'm not going to cry. I'm
That's
going to
what
take
you're
it.
doing right now.
God decided on that day that that's what has to happen to me, so I did it.
So he claims he was in perfect physical condition, but he got gassed after 2 rounds because God just felt bad for his opponent and was worried about Andrew's brother smoking too many cigars if he won. I mean, that's got to be the most insane cope I've ever heard. And apparently now it's not always up to people's effort. Like, there's nothing Tate could have done. This is just how the universe wanted things to play out. But imagine if he did win that fight, it'd be a completely different story, and he'd be more arrogant than ever. He'd be like, that's why I'm the best, that's why I'm the top G, I always win. and that was all me out there. But instead, now it's this victim mentality. He's like, I'm not complaining or making excuses, but then he says, if I didn't go to jail, I would have won. If this were a few years ago, I would have won. And he blames Romania for ruining his fighting career. And he acts like, man, I just can't catch a break. The universe hates me. But again, his whole persona is the exact opposite.
This is the thing, though. It's like, again, Andrew's not really saying anything wrong. Like, it's okay to fucking feel sorry for yourself a little bit. Like, we're all human. We all do it. But it's just because, nigga, you didn't build your brand on that, bro. You're the one that told us to man up and stop bitching and complaining. That's you. You said that. So don't try to like make excuses for yourself now. Keep that same energy, gang.
That, you know, he claims to have it all in life and he thinks everybody's jealous of him. And earlier this year, he said it must suck to be a loser and watch life's winners win over and over again. But now he just sounds so sad and pathetic, and there's like nothing he can do. He always just is taking L's and he has to be a punching bag. And it sounds like he almost starts crying.
I'm not so old, I'm 39. But staying active till 39 is very different than coming out of a 10-year retirement at 39. If I was 23, would I beat Chase? Of course. Would I have beat Chase 3 years ago? Before the Romanians threw me in a fucking jail cell and
Yeah, Tate, bro. Yeah, bro. You're coping, gang. This is bad. I'm actually a little disappointed to see this, man. Again, not no big Andrew Tate fan, but I've just heard him say some pretty dope shit. Some pretty dope masculine alpha shit. And what I'm hearing right now is not that, nigga. This nigga sounding hoed. Wow.
forced me to sit in my house for 3 years for no reason. Yeah. Am I bitter? Am I going to sit here and cry that the Romanian government, the most corrupt government in the fucking EU, stole my prime years, my last years I could fight at my best? Am I going to cry about it? No.
I mean, bro, I think we get it, man. Because it's like, I would be frustrated too. If everything that happened to him happened to me, best believe I would be frustrated too. I would want to complain too. I would want to point the finger too. You know what I'm saying? Because we're human. That's what we fucking do. Like, that's tough. It's a lot of shit. You went through that. But it's just like, it doesn't resonate when you're the one pointing like, you're the bully. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to feel bad for the bully. Like, you were the one pointing the finger. And again, Buddy said it right. If he would have won this fight, he wouldn't have been on this humble shit. He wouldn't have been on some, that's what God wanted. And no. And he would have been like, of course I would have won. I'm the fucking top G. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Fucking, there was never a chance that I would lose. I put in the work, blah, blah, blah. Like, it would be all on you. So I feel like right now, the only thing that I should be hearing is I lost. I prepared my best for the fight, and I still took the L. That's it. Like, there's really nothing more to say. You know what I mean? And if you want to elaborate on just like where you could have done better, like elaborate it on from the fight. It's like, yo, I came out there, I looked terrible. I don't know why I looked terrible, but I did. All of my training seemingly went out the window. My form was bad. My cardio was bad. I don't know what the fuck, but I lost and I looked bad. And yeah, like, it's back to the drawing board. That's literally it. Like, there's nothing, all this extraness just feels like bitching and complaining.
Where you at, Berto?